Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, for the third and final time in this best of 3 series. Once again, I'll see if I can have the lovely admins fix this series score once again. It is currently 1-1 Heroic, picking up a narrow victory on their own map pick. That was Train, as they took the victory 16-14. OpTic breezed past Heroic. I think we can all agree on that. 16-3 on map 2 in their favor. That was Nuke chosen by them, and now it is Inferno. OpTic statistically a better team on this map if we take the caliber of teams out of the equation. But Heroic's no stranger to this map either. That's a good opening frag here from Config. He's been hitting shots left, right, and center on this one. He continues here on Inferno as well. Cajun and Config just tapping away. EasyTech will trade out. Bomb has been dropped inside of the smoke. Muddy is gonna eventually pick it up and make his way back towards the site itself. It is a 2-on-4 situation though. Muddy and EasyTech, they need to come up massive for this clutch. EasyTech picking up a USP, finds one, but that's all they're gonna get. Do manage to get the bomb down as well. Nico and Config with a double kill. Cajun with one of his own. The bomb will get defused, but Heroic finding that bomb plant gives them a bit more money to work with as we move forward. For this round, Heroic. Bit of an interesting buy here. EasyTech buying the head armor. Muddy dropping an AK for him. EasyTech not getting anything out of that AK. Muddy did manage to find one as he picked it right back up. Freiberg is now going to be on his lonesome in a 1-on-4 situation. He does have the M4. The bomb is sitting right in front of him. He's going to try and see if he can find that as well. We'll do exactly that. Still not close towards the boiler position. Snappy peeks out at the right time. He gets the triple for the round. And that will indeed be another round on the ball. Heroic in this round will have enough money to buy out with the AKs. Obviously, as you can see, Muddy missing some. He's on the C75, just the upgraded pistol. It's a good nade follow-up down towards the pit position. Nico finally falls, but looks like it's gonna go in the way of OpTic once more. So it is a 4-on-3 situation with Freiberg and Muddy being low on HP for this one. EasyTech, he's got other plans. He chimes in for the double. Snappy trading out with the AUG. Freiberg will find one of his own. Smoke up towards the side in the gap. Yugi connecting here on Muddy, trying to find an angle, but there's no more time. The time is running low. He cannot get it. Goes down before the timer runs out. Needs to praise himself lucky for that. Yugi showing a bit of compassion, I suppose. Ugh, that's a bit rough. Third round on the board now for OpTic, and Heroic off to a rough start here on Inferno. As I said, statistically OpTic should be the better team on this one as well. Bonfic gets the opening crack, takes a lot of damage in the process. Cajun has taken some damage as well. The two B defenders both taking some damage. It's good aggression coming through in towards the B bomb side at least. Yugi, a bit of a attack towards Mertz, but not enough to take him down just yet. This round looks pretty solid here for Heroic. They are somewhat low on HP. Muddy sitting up close, but Freiberg on the default plan, he gets a quad kill for the round, picks up the AWP as well. And Heroic on a bit of a min buy, actually managed to pull it off. Heroic finding their first round. Still in a 2-round deficit. Not the greatest amount of money here for OpTic though. On a force buy for this one, as you can see on the AWP with Config. Nico on the AUG. Bit of a slow start to the round from Heroic. Haven't quite decided exactly what to do just yet. They are going to go for the smokes up towards the A-bomb site. It seems like that is the mood. The move, rather. Sicilian tries to make a move in towards CT. He gets shot down immediately. Yugi does manage to find one, but he'll get traded out as well. It's now going to be a 3-on-3 situation. Config somewhat low on HP, down to roughly 60. It seems like OpTic, they've already made the conscious decision of falling back to see if they can hold on to their weapon for the next one instead. It's a bit of an interesting discussion in the chat. whether Counter-Strike is better or harder, I suppose the discussion actually was. Whether it was harder or easier than Call of Duty, I think that was the discussion. It's kind of strange. I mean, I guess that's up to the individual player. Some people find one game easier, other people find the other game easier. I find both games enjoyable to watch, but I must admit I'm a sucker for Counter-Strike. I've always been. Ever since I first picked up the game 15 years ago. Gosh, I feel old. Enough about me and my age, let's get back to the action at hand. Once again, OpTic holding on to some of their weapons from that previous round. You have the AWP and the AK-47 in play this time around. CSAT 75 on Cajun B as well. They are saving on the rest of the players, making sure that they get enough money for the next one to buy up completely. Snappy, good double, finds the triple as well. Eventually gonna get dealt with, but the question is it a bit too little, a bit too late? He deals so much damage. Luckily for Heroic, the only player left who's actually got Kevlar behind him is gonna be Config. But he puts that to good use, and the AWP as well, as he finds the frag on a Cillian. Muddy in towards construction. He is left alone in a 1-on-3. Oh, rough duel. Throws down the molly. I don't think that actually connects on the bomb. And indeed it didn't. Yugi finds the frag on Muddy, and that's an eco victory from OpTic. Mistakes were made. Snappy with a massive 3-kill in that round. Saved it for Heroic. Sorry, for OpTic. Took it from Heroic. That's what I was trying to say. But Heroic, they will have enough money to buy up for this round as well. It's actually a good thing you mentioned that. A Valton. That wasn't you. Who did it? Birth call, or whatever your name is. In case any of you guys in the chat watching this game right now don't play Counter-Strike, this is as good a time as ever to get into the game. Actually, the best time in history, because right now, the game is free. You can pick up the game from the Steam store, and you can even play Danger Zone, the Counter-Strike Battle Royale spin-off. And it's all free of charge. If you don't have the game already, make sure you pick it up. As Heroic looks to pick up this round, Mertz gets the opening frag Cillian with one of his own, as they open up the B bomb site to shut it down. Now Nico and Yugi and Snappy all gonna fall back to try and see if they can hold on to the weaponry for the next one. I think that's a good decision, considering that if they manage to do so, they will be able to get a solid full buy in the next round as well. Bit of a pause coming into effect now as they trade out. Time around. As I said, plenty of money for OpTic to buy out once more. Have Yugi on the AWP. AUGs on Snappy, Config, and Cajun. 3 of those. Nico with the AK-47. AK's all around on Heroic except for Ro2 swinging the big green stick. Oh, good timing on that nade. That deals so much damage. Look at the HP on the players. Yugi finds the frag here on Freiburg. Nico chiming in. Yugi with the double. Now looking for more. That's a brilliant flick. He gets the quad. Yugi. Oh my Lanta. What a play. Quad kill like it was absolutely nothing. And now Heroic's economy more or less in shambles as they get economically reset. Could actually justify a force buy here. Wouldn't be too far out. What a play from Yugi. Config picking up the secondary AWP. We do have a tactical timeout in effect. To set a force buy wouldn't be the worst idea here from Heroic. That seems to be exactly what they're going for. Mertz. I was about to say probably going for an SMG. Actually, Muddy getting thrown the Tech 9 instead. Seeing as Muddy is not really playing up to par for this one. He certainly wasn't on Nuke. Yugi, picking up where he left off in the previous round, finds the initial frag on Easy Attack. I'm getting thrown out off the balcony. Config the sole line of defense over towards the B bomb site. That molly gives him enough time to fall back towards the side and call for backup. That seems to be the right decision. As he peeks right back out, he finds one on Freiburg. Trying for a bit more, but Cajun, he goes down without a fight. Asilian taking care of that. Snappy will answer back on Mertz. It's now going to be all on Asilian and Muddy. Config! Okay. Shut down through the glass panes. And Nico connecting on Muddy. What in the world was that? Config, you absolute monster. 6-3 OpTic. They're done toying around. They want to close this one down, and they came to party. Massive comeback attempt on on Train. Almost brought it all the way back. But on Nuke. Now on Inferno. Config and Cajun. And Yugi as well. All chiming in with massive multi-kill rounds. Asilian and Muddy managed to find one each over on the Arch side, and this round actually Heroic on a bit of a low buy, but it seems to be working out just fine. This game is certainly interesting. I think that's one way of looking at it. Cajun will find the frag on Muddy eventually. Conflict dealing with Freiburg as well. Cajun taking some damage, but will survive. Will deal with the merge. So only 2 players surviving here from Heroic. Obviously not exactly what they wanted out of a round like this. And furthermore, OpTic, they still got plenty of money to work with. Buying up is not going to be an issue for them. Obviously, Heroic will be able to get a full buy once more again. Still on the AWP, but it will be Conflict to slaughter him through the edge of the smoke. Spots a pixel, takes him down nice and easy. I think someone in the chat just mentioned that it's because Heroic are going for a lot of aggression when they're on pistols, which seems to be working out for them. Now we're back to a buy round, and Heroic back to playing passive play. Doesn't seem to bode well. Mertz went down early into the round as Conflict found the frag on the edge of that smoke. Cajun not getting blinded at all in that position. Finds the initial frag here on the Cillian. A bit of an early peek coming in. Muddy connects on Conflict. Freiburg taking care of Yugi, jumping into action as he connects on Cajun B as well. Now the bomb will get planted over on that B bomb site, and it seems like Snappy and Nico might be considering saving once more. Indeed, that does seem to be the case as Heroic. Heroic will be able to pick up another round to make it 6-5. Back and forth it goes. At the start on Inferno. As I said, Inferno statistically favors OpTic, but Heroic, well, it just slightly favors OpTic, and Heroic, they're no strangers to the map either. So this is far from over. This could still go either way. It'll be interesting to see exactly what way it develops. Okay, Nico. East attack finds the frag through the wall bang as they spray on out. Nico sprays right back, traits him out. It's a good timing on that nade, dealing a good chunk of damage to Muddy and a Cillian. Conflict going for aggression here. That's not going to bode him well. It will get shut down by Freiburg, but a quick trade coming in from Cajun as he connects on the double with the UMP, switching over to the AK-47. Snappy connects on Muddy. It's going to be all on the Cillian 1-on-3 situation. Seen crazier clutches today already. This time around he realized there's probably not that good of a chance of him getting much done. Instead he's gonna fall back. See if he can hold on to that AWP. Should be able to do exactly that, considering that the OpTic players, they don't have too much money to work with. So they're not gonna go for a hunt. Well, that's actually an interesting question post in the chat. Why are the the OpTic players taking so long to rotate? And the reason for that, or one of the reasons for that, is because on a map like Inferno, we typically see a lot of fakes, meaning that the team on the T side decide to throw all the smokes towards either A or B, but without actually executing. So they throw the smokes down as if they were going for an execute, but they don't necessarily move in towards the site. Then they double back and do the same on the opposite side. So until you see the players, you typically don't rotate on a map like this, or a map like Mirage for that matter. Which does mean that we can see quite a bit of what we typically like to call late rotations. Also, one of the reasons why on a map like Inferno we see a lot of saves coming through. For this round, a good amount of damage dealt towards Freiburg and ESL early into it. Heroic are going to be setting up for what seems to be an A split. 3 players over on the Arch side. 1 player out towards balcony. Will be Snappy and Nico finding one each. ESL and Freiburg, they will trade out. The ESL going down is going to be all on Freiburg, and Nico gets the triple. OpTic finding their 8th round on the board. Heroic fighting on the back foot. Okay. The nade damage coming in. A pretty massive nade damage as well. And there you have it. Cajun B holding down mouse 1 for the quad kill. Config chiming in with the final frag for the round. At that point, if your teammate gets a quad, you should have just given him the ace. And I do want to remind you guys that we have more games coming up tonight. We got the North American Closed Qualifier. I will not be taking you through that one, as we've already been live for 12 hours on this channel. And we have another 12-hour shift tomorrow. I need to get some sleep eventually, but first we need to find a winner of this one. And right now, OpTic in a good, strong showing, I should say. 9-5 as we are heading into the final round for the half. It's currently 1-1 in map scores. Heroic took a narrow victory on Train, and OpTic breezed past them on Nuke. Once again, for those of you not aware, the winner of this one will qualify for the European Minor Config. Trying to make that be OpTic. Finds a double on the AWP. Yugi posted up down towards CT. EasyTac going for the aggression. That doesn't bode well. That's a good reaction shot coming in from Muddy. But he is all on his lonesome. Don't worry. Okay. Marty Burns decides to just shift walk into the molly because why not? It's a bit strange in a situation like that. But yes, indeed. Double digits for OpTic on the CT side of Inferno. And we are now gonna wait for the players to ready up. So we can get through with the second, or get started with the second half, I should say. And yes, indeed, there will be English streams for the North American close qualifier as well. I'm not entirely sure what channels or I know the channels, but I'm not entirely sure what matches the English channels will cover. I'm sure they'll be on HLTV at some point though, so make sure you check up with that to see what channel they are on. Let me see if I can find it here. I think they actually mentioned it a bit earlier. That's too far back. Can't find it at this point. Huh, interesting. I can't seem to find it. But I know that we do have 2 streams as a bare minimum for the North American closed qualifier. And I think we might actually have 3, but I'm not 100% on that. And we are ready up so we can get that started. Should be good to go shortly. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you've had fun today. I certainly have. As I said, we'll be back on this channel tomorrow. For the first round tomorrow, we will be covering XCOM versus Virtus Pro in the Polish derby. And I'm not entirely sure about round 2 just yet, but I suspect it's going to be Mixtura versus Firaxis on this channel. As I said, we have 4 best of 3s coming up tomorrow as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We are finally gonna go live with the second half. Yes, indeed, the players and the teams are allowed to stream their own matches as long as the matches are not being covered by any official ESL streams. So that means as long as I'm not covering their games or the A stream for the European qualifier and for the North American, as long as the A stream or the C stream, I'm not entirely sure about the if there actually is a B stream. As long as none of the official streams are covering their matches, they are allowed to cover them themselves. Now, Heroic gonna be opening up nicely for this round. Cajun finally dealing with Freiburg on the back towards Emo. Good bomb plant. Heroic answering back. With EasyTech getting a triple. Firing off like he did on one of the previous maps. Do have a bomb plant coming into effect here from OpTic Gaming, and that will give them a bit more money to work with moving forward. And once again, as I mentioned for you guys, tomorrow it is the lower bracket. So all the teams losing today still have another chance to fight tomorrow. Started with 16 teams. And after tonight, there will be 12 left. Tomorrow we'll find 4 more to join the already qualified teams for the minor, which will be taking place in January in Poland. Katowice in Poland. Mertz and Muddy. Asilian all chiming in for this one. Asilian gets the double. So does Mertz. 7th round on the board now for Heroic. Still OpTic on 10. OpTic for this round are going to be on an eco. Should be somewhat easy pickings for the Heroic side of things. And in case you were wondering, the already qualified teams for the minor are Mouse Sports, Vindigo, and North. And then soon enough, we'll have a winner of this game as well. Again, a good start to the round here for Heroic. As I said, should be fairly easy pickings. EasyTech trying to find an angle. The timing is perfect on the flash. Cajun does manage to deal some damage towards EasyTech. Takes him down to roughly, well, exactly 50. Snabby and Yugi gonna try and see if they can get anything done, but it's not gonna happen. Now finally OpTic with enough money to buy up completely, and this time around They got the AK-47s and they got utility behind them. A lot of nades down towards bottom of banana. Not really finding any targets though. OpTic. I'm gonna be playing a passive position to start off for this round. Heroic. Freiburg with a bit of aggression down towards bottom of banana. Easy attack boosted above. Two trades in favor of OpTic. They are finally gonna make their way closer towards that B bomb site. With the bomb in hand, Nico is pushing through. We'll eventually get the bomb down. Mertz taking a lot of damage from the spray down. Cajun on the flank does manage to find one over towards the archers. 3-on-2 situation with Muddy and Mertz. Just falling back to try and see if they can hold on to their weapons and potentially get an exit frag or two. As you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, there's a lot of money on Heroic, so buying up after this round is not going to be an issue at all. But as I did mention, that will be another round on the board now for Heroic. 11-8. Slowly but surely inching their way back into this matchup. It was 10-5. Now we have gotten 3 rounds in favor of Heroic. And just one for OpTic here for the start of the second half. Freiburg an easy attack. They managed to find one each, but Nico trading out. Nico with a triple. It was Config and Cajun on map 1 and map 2 going off the chains, and now it's Nico here on map 3. This just goes to show that there are a lot of players on that OpTic lineup who can step up to the plate. Mertz on the Heroic side of things, he does manage to find a bit of a wall bang. Cajun comes back for the rotation back towards beside Mertz. He's not done yet. Pushes through the molly, takes a ton of damage in the process. He's down to just 5 HP. Cajun tapping through the smoke. He connects on Muddy. Mertz patiently waiting, finds the frack. And there should be just enough time, plenty of time actually, for a defuse. Mertz with a triple. A triple for Nico in that round as well. And at this point, let's take a quick look at the scoreboard just to show exactly what's going down. Mertz on 10 fracks right now, but at the top of the scoreboard for the Heroic side of it, it's going to be East Attack on 15, 14 for Freiburg, 7 for Asilian and Muddy. On the other side of it, Cajun on 17, 13 for Nico, Yugi and Config, and 12 for Snappy. Everyone chiming in on both sides of the aisle. A close game at hand. OpTic are gonna be on a force buy. Pretty much a full buy. As you can see, we got the UMP on Cajun, Snappy on the CZ 75, but it will be Yugi connecting the first frag on the AWP. He finds the kill on Mertz, and that's a pretty important kill. As Mertz just had a pretty solid clutch in the previous. A slow start to this one after Yugi got that initial frag. OpTic slowly but surely inching their way forward. Pushing closer and closer towards that A bomb site. They don't have a lot of room to spare. They need to make their way in towards the site, but the bomb gets denied. A Cillian! What a spray down alongside with a Muddy. A Cillian gets the triple for this one. Another multi-kill round from a different person. Now the IGL from Heroic. That's absolutely brilliant. 10th round on the board now for Heroic. OpTic. They're going to be sitting on the back foot at this point. I must say at this point, I am getting a bit tired, so if you hear any lack in casting, or if the casting is subpar, I do want to apologize for that. Should be able to get plenty of sleep for tomorrow, though, so tomorrow will hopefully be a bit better. Or should be a bit better. Hope you can bear with me for the last leg of the journey. IEM does manage to get one with a nade, but Yugi with a double deagle headshots. Posted up. Finds the frag on IEM and Freiburg. Now Mertz still with the AWP, but he takes a lot of damage as well. Cajun moving in from CT. It's now going to be all on Mertz. He's low on HP, but the flicks comes in. Now up against Snappy. He finds it. Mertz with a triple. If there ever was a round to step up, it was certainly this. 11-11. We're all tied up. What a game we've had. Map 1 was incredibly tight-knit, incredibly close. And now, so is map 3. In between the two, we did have a strong and comfortable showing, or confident showing from OpTic. On that second map in the mix, that was Nuke, their map pick as well. And now, back and forth it goes here on Inferno. Can we actually even call Mertz an underrated Auber at this point? I don't think so. Mertz And EasyTac finds the opening frag for this round. Oh. That's it's a big oof. An oof. A yikes. A gaff and a goof. Mertz goes for the aggression down second mid. He connects towards the Mexi pit. Nico trying to get something done. Will find one. Freiburg is there for the trade. 12-11. Heroic now in the lead. Some around OpTic on a bit of an eco, and they get mowed down like there was no tomorrow. Asilian gets the double. Mertz does manage to find one. Cajun B now picking up the AWP, trying to swing it around the corner, and he will eventually find the kill. Asilian does go down. That's a great frag coming in from Nico, and this could open up the A bomb site. EasyTac taking a bit of damage on the flank there, or from the flank rather. Nate, follow up, and that's gonna do the trick. Freiburg taking care of Cajun. 13-11. Heroic just 3 rounds away from qualifying for the European Minor. OpTic 5 rounds away from doing the same. Oh, Mertz. What are you doing? That's so nutty. What an absolute monster. His flicks are so great. Takes a lot of damage when falling back to relative safety. It's down to just 7 HP. I guess it's pretty much working as a glass cannon at this point. Can't really afford to take any hits. Still have 2 defenders over on that B bomb site. It's going to be EasyTac and Freiburg to set up the line of defense. Meantime, the OpTic guys setting up their line of approach over towards the B bomb site. Do have a player down towards CT. That's going to be Asilian, ready for that quick rotation to either of the 2 bomb sites. It's a good kill coming in from Config. Config finds the double as well, taking care of Freiburg. 3 on 4 now. Spray down coming through. Deals a good chunk of damage and finish off the trick onto Snappy. Config needs to be careful he doesn't overstep. He's just on 2 HP. Molly finally going out. Oh, Mertz. Calm down, buddy. I think that would have caused for a bit of a Reddit moment. Config. He's not quite done yet. Gets the triple, and now Nico chiming in. Mertz solo on HP. And he should really be considering just falling back and holding on to the weapon, and that seems to be exactly what he's going for. What a game here on map 3. 13-12. Heroic gonna force buy. I'm not entirely sure if I like this idea. But who am I to judge? They've done it before. They've even done it on ecos. So what is to say they can't do it again? The easy attack. And the Cillian taking a good chunk of damage here. Muddy taking some as well. Spray down coming through from Nico, trying to find the angle. Oh, he's so close. So incredibly close. Cajun going for a bit of aggression now. Towards the apps portion of it. Heroic with a triple stack over towards the banana. And that seems to be the right idea. Does look like we have aggression coming this way from OpTic. Config finds the initial frag here. Easy attack trades him out, but Yugi and Snappy, they find one each. And now that B bomb site is indeed right for the taking. Mertz will find one as he uses his AWP as a shotgun. Muddy going down as the sole line of defense over close towards that B bomb site. Mertz is going to see if he can find a quick opening frag. Not gonna happen though. OpTic all gonna move out from the banana position, and Mertz will be able to once again hold on to that AWP. (13-13), we're all tied up. At this point, should be an eco here for Heroic. We've seen them on these ecos before. We've seen what they can actually do. Big question now is, can they replicate that? Will they be able to do so? Pretty much a full eco though. Got merged on the AWP as he saved it from the previous round. It's a good kill on Nico. OpTic lining up for the executing towards the B bomb site. We'll have one player boosted, but he takes a lot of damage. That's Freiberg falling back to relative safety. Trying for the spray through the smoke. Deals a bit of damage. The Config deals even more. Freiberg goes down. Config, he finds the double. Mertz with the initial frag for the round, and once again he's going to fall back to try and see if he can hold on to his weapon. See, we almost have royal visits in the chat. Aaron Shaft, thanks for joining the show. For this Danish derby between Heroic and OpTic Gaming. A back and forth show it's been thus far. OpTic now taking the lead once more. 14-13, but this time around Heroic with enough money to buy up completely. They do decide to go for the double op setup. Mertz dropping the secondary AWP for Easy Attack. Easy Attack, he's been playing absolutely out of his mind. Same goes for Mertz. On the other side, it was Config, Cajun B, and now it's Nico chiming in with a couple of frags of his own. Mertz goes down early into this round, and that could be a big problem here for Heroic. As I said, he's been on one. He's been playing absolutely out of his mind. And now OpTic going for the fast aggression back towards that A-bomb site. All 4 players on the porch side of it. Muddy finds the initial frag onto Snappy. Easy attack connecting on Config. Back and forth it goes, but Muddy finds yet another. He gets a triple. Survives on just 12 HP, but more than enough to secure the round for Heroic. 14-14, all 30 rounds of regulation set to be played out. At this point, OpTic, and money is a bit limited. Yugi finds the opening frag once more. He gets the double. Oh, this is not a good start for this round here for Heroic. Not only do they lose the opening duel to Mertz, but Asilian peeking out as well. Not entirely sure why. Five on 3. OpTic setting up for a potential execute over towards the B bomb site. They got 4 players on banana for now. OpTic, they are indeed going to go for the aggression in towards the B-bomb site, but it is a stack from the remaining 3 players here from Heroic. Muddy peeks out, finds the frag on Snappy. Quick trade coming his way from Nico. Good kill from Freiburg on the new box. He connects on Nico as well. The easy tag lines him off for the double. It's now going to be all on Yogi, but he finds the quad. Yogi opens up with a double on the AWP, switching over to the rifle, gets the double towards the end of it. They pretty much line up for him. OpTic, map and match point, 15-14 in their favor. I need one more round to close this one down. Heroic, obviously, they gotta buy everything they can. So try and hold on to the hope of qualifying without ever reaching the lower bracket. SMGs in play 4, Asilian and Freiburg. An M4 on easy attack. And upgraded pistols on Muddy and Mertz. Heroic sitting on the back foot, but as I mentioned, whoever loses this matchup, they're not going to be out of the close qualifier just yet. We do have a lower bracket coming up tomorrow. They still need to win. Well, tomorrow it's actually, if you win one, at least for these 2 teams, if you win one, you're through. If you lose one, you're out. For the teams that we start off with tomorrow, seeing as they lost the initial round today, they'll still have to win 2 in a row to bring it through tomorrow, as it is the lower bracket. If you lose one game, you're down and out. Oh, Mertz! What a shot! Traces his opponent. Looking for more now, and he will find it. Unfortunately, he's the only one to get anything done, as Snappy and Cajun, they find one each. Oh, Mertz trying through the smoke as well, trying to find his luck. Yugi taking some damage, still very much alive, but low HP on all three players from OpTic. Mertz is low on HP himself, he's down to just 12. Flashbangs out towards the short position. Easy attack peeking underneath the smoke. He connects on Cajun B. Yugi is posted up, getting forced out of position. Easy attack trying to find the angle. He will do that. Is there enough time? This is going to be cutting it close. This is going to be cutting it incredibly close. He just gets it. 0.1 seconds remaining. Overtime it is. OpTic versus Heroic. The Danish derby indeed. And overtime we reach. Mertz another beautiful double kill in that round. And again, back and forth it goes. What a game it's been. And it's not over yet. At this point, we are just waiting for the players to ready up so we can get that OT started. Real quick, I want to keep you guys updated on the scoreboard. Obviously, I can't do that in-game as the players right now are in warm-up, so none of the players have any kills. Or if they do, it's from this warm-up. Right now, got Easy Attack sitting at the top of the scoreboard for Heroic. He's sitting on 23 kills. 22 for Mertz. 21 for Freiberg, 14 and 13 for Cillian and Muddy. On the other side, roughly 20 on every single player. We'll have Config getting back on the server, and we should indeed be starting shortly. Once again, in the meantime, this is probably my last chance to do so for the night. I think I've only done it 2 times anyway, so I guess about time, considering that we are now running on the 13th hour of the show. In case any of you guys are unfamiliar, my name is Jeets, and I'll be taking you through the rest of this matchup and all the matches tomorrow right here on this channel. In case any of you guys are interested, you can find me by posting !caster or casters in the chat. It will post a direct link to my Twitter, where you can follow along with all the matches that I cover. In case you don't care, just ignore what I just said. Players taking their sweet time to ready up. Does not seem like any of the players are AFK. Or am I wrong in that? It actually does seem like Merch is AFK. Never mind. All players are present. I believe we are gonna have this started anytime soon. There we go. Both teams readying up, and we are gonna head into overtime. Heroic on the CT side, OpTic on T. This MR3 10K. Good early damage dealt towards Sicilian. Nade the other direction, and that deals a good amount of damage as well. Easy attack going for the peak with the double op setup here on Heroic. Seems to be working out just fine. Yugi goes down. Not without a fight though. Deals a decent amount of damage on Sicilian. Let's post it up with the other AWP up close towards middle. Yuki with that early aggression, but other than that, fairly slow start for this one. This attack missing his opportunity, deciding to go for a repeat. Not necessarily the right decision. Will pay for it. Schreiber goes for the spray down. He's gonna get sprayed in the other direction as Cillian takes his position. Needs to be careful he doesn't get sprayed down because he's incredibly low on HP. The bomb will get planted on that B bomb site, and the rest of the Heroic players are going to fall back to try and see if they can hold on to their weaponry for the next round. That's one of the things that happens quite a bit here on Inferno. That's interesting. Config spamming so much that he's out of bullets. Wonder how often that happens. Merch just managed to find one. Muddy patiently waiting for any potential exit frags. Nothing coming his way just yet. In case any of you guys are unfamiliar with the overtime format, with how it works, as I said, it's MR3 10K. That means it's first team to 19 rounds. If they both get 18, we are gonna head into a second overtime. We're gonna continue that until one of the two teams manage to string 4 rounds together in a single overtime. Good damage on Config. His attack is going to follow it up, make up for his mistake in the previous round. This time around, he's not going to stick by at the top of Banana. He's going to fall back towards the side instead. That seems to be the right decision. Once again, the opening frag going in favor of Heroic. Even though that seemed to be working out just fine for them in the regulation. The first round of OT that didn't end up that great. Mertz posted up with the AWP. Nothing coming out towards the arch direction. Nico finds one and a second Mertz. In the meantime, he finds Cajun B. The timer is running low. Will be able to get the bomb down, though. Yugi, a frag of his own. It's going to be all on EasyTech and Freiburg to try and see if they can bring this one back. Still not going to be an easy task, but makes it a bit easier that Nico is somewhat low on HP and Yugi is a one-shot potential as well with that M4. Snabby and Nico with the final 2 frags, and that's going to be 17-15. This also means that if Heroic wants to win this one in this OT, they need the final 4 rounds in a row. They need to pick up this round and all 3 on their T side. Obviously going to be a tough ask for them. They have no other chance to win it in this OT. Obviously, they do have another chance if it goes to yet another overtime, and they do have another chance tomorrow, even if they lose it right here, right now. 2 more rounds in favor of OpTic, and they will close it down and secure that spot for the Minor. OpTic lining up for a potential execute over towards the B bomb site. Freiburg getting boosted up. More or less his regular spot at this point. Kinda likes it quite a bit, at least. OpTic still lined up at the top of Banana. They don't have a ton of time left to work with. So now the smokes and the mollies and the flashes are going to rain in towards the site. Just 30 seconds left on the clock. They need to make something happen here. Freiburg goes down without a fight. Merge chiming in. EasyTech with a double spray down connects on Config and Nico. This is not over yet. Mertz tries to line them up. He almost gets the collateral. Finds the frag on Cajun. Deals a lot of damage on Yugi. Yugi will trade him out, but EasyTech up close and personal brings it right back. As Heroic do manage to find one round, the final round for the first half in OT. And OpTic, they did manage to get 2 for that half. So we are going to be switching sides now and have OpTic on the CT side, Heroic on the T side. Muddy and the rest of Heroic is waiting to ready up now. We do have one of their players sitting AFK. Seems like it's Mertz again. Yugi just styling a little bit with the no-scopes. Now, I once had a discussion. I think it's like 3 years ago at this point or something like that. But someone told me, because I was... Back then I used to stream quite a bit. I don't really do that anymore, because I'm too busy with this. But I had a discussion about the no-scopes, and if it was actually possible to practice no-scopes, as I was doing that on an aim map. And I still to this day agree that, or am an advocate for it actually being possible, but I still see people saying that it's not. Hopefully we can get the players readied up soon enough. I'll have to say at this point I'm about ready to get this game over with. It's been a long day. I'm sort of running out of things to fill with at this point. At least things of relevance. So if any of you guys have any questions until the players are ready up, questions of relevance to Counter-Strike, that would be preferred. In the meantime, I'll let you guys know that what these guys are fighting for. Well, it seems like they've ready up, so I don't have to fill too much more. But as I said, what these two teams are fighting for is a spot at the European Minor. We started off with 16 teams today. We technically still have 16 teams left. But 3 of them have already made it through to the minor, sorry. And one of these 2 teams will do the same after this map. I guess we're good to go as Yugi goes down to Mertz. Snappy. A quick snap to Asilian. Once again, back and forth it goes. Config making a move in towards CT to cover it off as ETAC pushes through the arches. One player down towards the pit area. That's going to be Nico. Throws down a preemptive smoke as he hears the molly rain towards him. Config, he's not done yet. Nico neither. Mertz answering back with the AWP, but he's left alone. He needs the ace, and that's not gonna happen. Tries for the quick scope, but Snappy is posted up in good position. And OpTic now sitting on match point. They need one more to close it out here on Inferno, and in this series, Heroic, they need 2 more rounds to bring this one back to a second overtime. OpTic on the favorite side here on Inferno. As I said, they just need one more. So many nades raining over towards the banana portion of the map. We can just hear it. It sounds kind of like a bombardment. Good amount of damage dealt towards Sicilian from a nade as well. He goes down to roughly 50. No frags as of yet for this round. 45 seconds to go. As Freiberg is going to make his way up towards top of Banana, but it's merely a fake. And they are going to notice this quickly as Cajun, he's playing up close towards the sandbag, so we do see that quick rotation coming in from Config. He's going to make his way closer towards that A-bomb side, but Yugi finds the double with the help of Snappy. Snappy and Nico, they find one each. It's all on Mertz, and this time around is not going to go so well. Nico shuts him down, and there you have it. OpTic Gaming taking the victory over Heroic, making it through to the minor. GG, well played. We have our 4 teams will be competing at the minor coming up in January. It's going to be Mouse Sports, Vindigo, OpTic, and North. And tomorrow we'll find 4 more. On this channel tomorrow, we're going to be starting off with XCOM versus Virtus Pro. And a little bit later on during the day, we're going to have Mixtura versus Fraxtus. I'm not entirely sure about the other games, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I hope to see some of you guys back here tomorrow. Until next time, take it easy. Good night.